Hello and welcome back to Earth Nerd. I am Bryce, here along with a special guest, Ian, and we're going to be talking about the news that Ryu Soldier could possibly be the 2021 season of Power Rangers. So let's get right into it. So, as you all probably know, Ryu Soldier is kind of like the dinosaur season of Super Sentai going on right now. And Joe Deckelmeyer, I think his name is, sorry if I mispronounced it or messed that up, but from Illuminati reported that Hasbro is going to be using Ryu Soldier as the 2021 to 2022 season of Power Rangers. And he has gotten so many things right in the past. He used to work for that hashtag show and predicted all of the returning Rangers from Super Ninja Steel. He reported that that Dr. K and Colonel Truman will be in Beast Morphers Season 2. That has yet to be seen. But he did also report that Austin St. John will be in Beast Morphers Season 2, which has been confirmed. And so he has quite the track record on his hands, so I have no choice but to believe that this is probably going to be true. And so, Ian, what are your initial thoughts on this news here?
Well, I think it's just kind of a different take on it because we've already had, we've had multiple dinosaur seasons. We started with the Mighty Morphin in Season 1, and then we went to Dino Thunder, then 2 seasons of Dino Charge. And now you're going to a possible another dinosaur season. It just doesn't really make
another set of them too, because we have to assume that Hasbro is going to continue this trend of 2 seasons with each adaptation, because Beast Morphers is getting a season 2, as well as the past seasons from the whole last decade.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so we have to probably believe that this will be true for. We'll call it Power Ranger Dino Nights for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
So I don't have to keep saying Ryu Soldier or whatever. But so yeah, it's like a dinosaur mixed with knights. It's definitely something. The suits are definitely look Dino Charge-y with like the color scheme, but it's also very Mystic Force like.
Yeah, and I saw that as soon as I saw the Gold Knight. I was like, hey, that looks like Soleil. Oh, they just copied it again. And
so we're obviously not fans of the Japanese show, if you cannot tell. So we haven't watched Ryu Soldier. But I mean, even if we did watch Ryu Soldier, that means absolutely nothing for what the Power Ranger season will be. Because if you watch Beast Morphers, it's not like Go Buster. If you watch RPM, it's not like Go Onger, And so just because the Sentai did something, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be the same for the Power Rangers adaptation, unless you're SPD and Samurai. So it's really interesting. People are really upset that they didn't choose Q Ranger, which is the space season, with 12, 13 Rangers if you count Shishi Red Orion. And the primary reason is that it would be it's not the primary reason, but one of the reasons why they gave for not picking Q Ranger was the Yellow Ranger's helmet. And so basically the Yellow Ranger's helmet in Q Ranger has this sort of pointy aspect to it, and they said it was a safety hazard that would have been too hard to go around, and it just doesn't really make any sense.
Really?
Because, I mean, could you not just change that?
I think you could at least. I mean, if it's, and of course we're looking at this now, but it doesn't look that pointy. I mean, to be honest, like it does cause a little bit of hazard, but you could buff it out. I mean, like it could dull itself out, and not a lot of people would be hurt because of it.
Yeah, I don't like safety hazard for whom? The actors or the kids playing with the toys is also my, like, if it's a fighting concern, then make a new mode where it doesn't have that. I mean, Beast Morphers literally is stocked full of original footage with Blaze being a character in it, which his Sentai counterpart had barely any footage at all. Mm-hmm. So most of everything that has to do with Blaze is original American footage, and then Roxy is an American original Ranger. So it's not like this is unheard of for them to do something like this, where they could just change the helmet.
Yeah,
they would just have to use original American footage for it, or have it be like a special mode where it doesn't have the pointy aspect. I don't know. It's so weird. And I understand that 9 Rangers would be maybe a little hard to do story-wise, but I mean, just give them, just take your time with it. You know, you got 2 seasons to.
And Dino Charge spread out the whole 2 seasons with 10 Rangers. I mean, they started out with 5, ended with 8. Was it 7? No, it's 7.
The first season was 7,
and then they ended with the 10.
And so it's just like, I mean, and in the Sentai they start off pretty quickly with the 9. So you got to get to the 9 fairly quickly, but it's just one of those deals to where in the Sentai they just kind of had different groups, like they'd only send out like 6 at a time in the actual show, and they gave a story reason for it and everything to where, and so I just don't understand why Hasbro doesn't see the potential in this, because I mean, you have stuff like Star Wars, which makes $1 billion almost every movie. I mean, with the space stuff, like space is super popular, and I just don't understand why they're not seeing the potential, especially with the toy sales of this.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, you're gonna have at least 9 figures to start. I mean, I know that's probably a pretty hard task, but I mean, you gotta just imagine the money they would probably make doing space, and we just got dinosaurs, you know.
Yeah.
Like 2016 was the last time we had a dinosaur season, and now in 2021, only what is that, like 5 years later, we're getting another one.
Yeah, it just makes no sense. I mean, this is the perfect time. I mean,
and there's so much more to choose from.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
I mean, you could have chose animals with, and I know they say like the cube stuff is kind of lazy or ugly or whatever, but I mean, with the popularity of like Minecraft and stuff, I don't really see a problem with the cube Zords. You also have Tokuger with the trains, and yeah, those probably won't do as well in America.
No, they won't. But I mean, going back to Zyuohger, I mean, you know, in Ninja Steel, they changed the morphers in comparison to Ninja, so they can change. I mean, you could change.
I guess they could use a different Sentai season for the Zords if that really was an issue, because the suits are great. Like
absolutely.
I love the suits for Zyuohger.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But
it's so great.
And so I mean, they could do like something what they did with Mighty Morphin Season 2, where they had like different Zords and suits for the respective seasons or whatever. But I mean, why do we always got to skip the Orange Ranger seasons? Like, can we bring that up, please?
I don't know.
Because I mean, like after Ninja Steel, we were like, okay, well they're gonna have no choice but to give us an Orange Ranger season. I mean, there's so many of them now.
Oh, yeah.
And then we get Beast Morphers, and then we're like, okay, that's freaking awesome. But we also skipped out on an Orange Ranger again. And then now Beast Morphers is over, and it's like, okay, well we could choose from Tokuger, Zyuohger, a Q Ranger for Orange Rangers, and yet again they decide to do one without the Orange Ranger. I think the Orange Ranger is the deciding factor in this. I think it's all because of the Orange Ranger.
I think it's because of Boom of SPD. I mean, they don't want to steal his thunder.
Yeah, they don't want to steal Boom's thunder from SPD. I don't know. It's so but seriously though, I mean, it is kind of odd that all of the seasons with Orange Rangers in it are the ones getting skipped.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously that's not the case. Like, obviously it's just ironic. It's obviously they're not skipping them on purpose just because of the Orange Ranger. But I mean, when are we gonna get our first like official, like, this is the Orange Ranger? Because we had Boom and SPD, but it was kind of like it was a dream.
It was a dream.
And then we had Cat and SPD, but then there's still the debate behind that, even though Lord Draken called her an Orange Ranger in Battle for the Grid, but whatever. I mean, there's still debate, because I will say this, most of her suit is white.
Yes,
but most of the Gold Ranger suit is black. So
yeah.
I'm just saying, I think Cat could be an Orange Ranger, but I don't know. It's just so disappointing, really. Because it's just more of the same, and that was what people, I feel like, really like about Beast Morphers, is how different it feels. And I feel like once we get to Power Rangers Dino Nights, if that's what they call it, it's just gonna be like the same old stuff, like. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, Beast Morphers has similarities from RPM, but it's not RPM, you know? But I feel like this will have too much similarities between Dino Charge and Mystic Force at what it looks like. Because, I mean, they also have a Ryusoulger, I don't know how to pronounce it. Like I said, I don't watch the Sentai, but he definitely looks and feels like a Korag-type character.
Mm-hmm.
And so it really feels like they're probably just going to mix Mystic Force and Dino Charge together. Now, I'm sure people have corrections for us because, like I said, we haven't watched Ryu Soldier. So if you have corrections for us, I guess be nice about it. Yeah. But I guess you could tell us in the comments section if we're missing something here. But I don't know. It is very underwhelming. I feel like that's a better term, underwhelming.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't be disappointed because we don't know what this is going to. This could be the best set of seasons ever. but underwhelming is, I feel like, a better term than disappointed.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I shouldn't be disappointed because we have no idea what the show is going to be like. But it is very underwhelming that this is the season that they chose, and we're stuck with it for 2 years.
Yeah.
Is the thing now. It's not like, oh well it'll be one season and then we'll just get the next one next year. It's like it's not like that anymore. We have to deal with this for 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
And so it's the same toys for those 2 years, and I don't know, because you're gonna have the Ninja Steel problem where you get to season 2 and you're not gonna have a new Ranger, which hardly ever happens, and then that's really gonna hurt your toy sales. Because, I mean, like, unless they do what Beast Morphers is supposedly doing and having, now this is a rumor, by the way, so potential spoilers, but there's a rumor that Betty is going to become the Green Ranger, and she'll be, and they did sort of have a Green Ranger in the Sentai, but it was like for like a scene.
Yeah, it was like for a scene.
And then, so it'll be another Blaze and Roxy scenario where it's going to be mostly American footage.
Yeah.
But also, like, if Betty's becoming a Ranger and Ben isn't, that's going to be kind of weird. But
I feel like that would be more towards Blaze and Roxy.
Yeah.
But,
well, Blaze is becoming Robo Blaze in season 2. So that's going to be more of a goldish Ranger kind of thing. But we're getting kind of off topic here. So I suppose we should probably wrap this up. I feel like we've gotten our opinions across, unless you want to add something else.
No, I'm perfectly fine.
So, yeah. So that's basically what we think about Ryu Soldier. I think it's personally probably a bad idea, but we'll see. I mean, we'll see in 2021 because, I mean, to get the 2021 season, we still got to get Beast Morphers season 2, so we haven't even started that yet.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I got high hopes for that because I mean, Beast Morphers was pretty well acclaimed, and it was different, and we got the Dino team up, and maybe we'll see a sneak peek of
maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe we'll get a little bit of a Dino Knights cameo in the Dino crossover. That might be a Power Ranger theorist video, maybe. Ooh. But we'll see about that. Usually I try and talk about more of the older seasons, but yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video or if you didn't enjoy the video, I mean, definitely let us know in the comments down below. Leave a like or a dislike if you disliked it to give us some feedback here. And also subscribe and turn on those post notifications on if you have not already to stay tuned for more videos like this here in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye. Take care.